I am in a short trade right now for Bitcoin, looking for lower prices to come next. In today's technical analysis, I want to be going in depth, sharing with you so much knowledge and insights as to why I am short, which I did share in my last video, my major target. We hit that target, I've gone short. Why and where we are looking for next in terms of my lower targets. I am expecting a drop to happen next. But on that drop, I will be looking for a long trade. So I want to be explaining the targets and how we are looking for this price action to play out over, I would say, the next few days to week of price action to come. So I hope that you thoroughly enjoy this video, learn a lot, and you are ready once again to crush these charts with me. If you've been listening from my last video, you have got some very nice trades under your belt already. And that's exactly where we're going to pick up. We're going to pick up right where I left off my last video. So we have that continuation of transparency. It's exactly what we've been looking at here. And in my last video, I was talking you through this triangle, which we've actually been looking at for over a week now as we were trading. Actually, as soon as we put in that major wick to the downside, we had this triangle idea, and it's just truly progressed very nicely. And in my last video, I was obviously calling for a surprise pump to the upside. Why was it a surprise pump? Because most people were super bearish. They were taking their shorts to fill that CME gap. A lot of people, they take their short on the weekend. Why? Well, they just look at the probability of the CME gap getting filled and they take their shorts straight away. And that's why we were looking for another rise to the upside. And I gave two key levels in that video where I would look for my short trades on the pump. Number one was, of course, that range point of control. And number two was the triangle high. Both of those levels, by the way, had total respect. Both of those levels gave amazing short trades. Let's just do a very quick recap of this one. Your first short trade here, which was, you know where it was, I hope, the range point of control. You came up into that range point of control. You actually had a lower term time frame entry trigger with a swing failure pattern. So you formed a very small but nevertheless still there swing failure pattern onto the daily naked point of control. Remember, you had a daily naked point of control, $111.3 thousand, $111.350,000. You come into that level, you form the mini range, you swing failure pattern. Well, you got a lovely retrace off of that. Of course, if you took that short trade, then you're making profits on that short. But then you were given the second target. Where was the second target, my friends? It was the top of the triangle. And this is where it gets just truly amazing. The precision here is next level. Shared with you that downtrend anchored VWAP from the all-time high. At the time, that was coming in 114.6. But of course, every day, every minute, this is making its way down as price is moving down too, right? And I will just add this on for you to show you the absolute precision. So we are taking the exact same pivot, that exact same all-time high pivot here. We are taking the anchored VWAP from that exact all-time high pivot. I will just hide this trend line a second just so you could see this. We hit into that to the absolute dollar, exact dollar. From the exact level that I was telling you is super important. This is a very, very important resistance for me. We came up, we hit that level, bang on to the absolute exact dollar. Like, that is the precision that you get at Chart Champions. Okay, and we go one step further. It's not just saying, well, there's the level, go and do it. Of course, we were also looking at this in members live streams. I was saying about the importance, as you can see here, of taking out these series of highs. I was looking for those highs to be taken out onto that downtrend anchor. The precision here is next level. But one step further, when that level was hit, what was I doing? I was calling that short trade, the short that we've been ready and waiting for since the price action after the big wick, with the drop to the downside, the subsequent rise. Like, this triangle has been predicted days to weeks in advance, each step of the way trading these pivots. But again, one step further was when we hit that level. I was telling my team 113.6, that is the zone that we're looking for. I've not taken the short trades yet. And then bam, as soon as that level was hit, as soon as I had the reaction that I wanted, within a minute, I'm coming into my team and I'm telling, level is now hit. For me, it is the short trade. I am going aggressive on this short. Aggressive means I'm trying to time the absolute high here. I'm not waiting for confirmation. I'm going aggressive into the short. And guess what, my friends? That was the exact high of the move. Exact high of the move. Taking out these highs into the downtrend anchored VWAP. Perfect reaction. I want to say perfect trade because truly that was the exact high of the move there. Of course, I also gave you have the option of being more conservative with the loss of the weekly. But yeah, for me, I'm going for the aggressive option. Higher probability of losing. But hey, this is where the real winners are made, right? And I took this trade across several different of my trading accounts. On this public trading challenge account, I got filled $113.6 thousand. And yeah, I mean, this is a wonderful, I'm of course very proud. I'm really, really, really proud of that trade. It was one that I had to remain patient for. I'd also come off the back of missing a few trades. And so, some people are going to get, psychologically annoyed or emotional about, no, I'm just focusing on the charts. I'm ready and waiting for that next good trade. And it came. It really was a nice one. And so, as I said, I am looking for another lower price to come here. And I want to be explaining why I am looking for lower prices to come. But just so you can see here, I mean, you can do your own research, but look at that. Called in the group, the short trade taken, to be precise here, 544. So you can go and do your own research of exactly where. I'll show you now. I'll do this work for you as I always do. You see the high was put in, and then it's 544, which is right here is where I've had then enough confirmation. Like if you had took the short early here, let's say, you would have got stopped out. If you took the short here, you would have got stopped out. I waited for the exact time to short once I had seen that weakness, and then the short trade is activated. One could have absolutely gone in here with a times 100 leverage because the invalidation is less than 0.46% away. This was, of course, I'm not advocating times 100. I'm just emphasizing the point that the invalidation was minuscule and the profits have been massive in comparison. If you want to talk about R&R, risk to reward, we're talking about the short there with a risk to reward ratio. And this trade is still ongoing, by the way, but even to current prices, a 10 to 1 risk to reward ratio. And again, I am expecting lower prices to come, so it just gets bigger and better. But yeah, very, very, very happy with that trade. And all I will say, final thing here is, well, I gave you the exact levels in my previous video. I told you I'm not shorting yet. I'm looking for higher. The two levels I gave two perfect reactions. Range point of control, first of all, gave that lovely move to the downside of nearly $4,000. And then the absolute high of the short, giving a move down currently of $6,000. Two trades, two shorts, two winners, and chart champions are on fire. Anyway, with that said, I explain what I'm looking at next. So as mentioned, we still haven't actually filled this CME gap. This CME gap, my friends, is still not filled. We got very close to it yesterday. We're getting very close to it today. And I am, of course, looking for this gap to be filled now. I think it's time. We've come down for that first fake out where people were getting very bearish and shorting. But, we subsequently got the move to the upside, didn't fill the CME gap. Right, that gap is still open here. So I do believe the shorts have been stopped out. And now what we're actually seeing is a lot of longs opening. So you can see here, we're starting to get some bearish divergence with millions upon millions upon millions of longs opening, brand new longs, right? So you see here 6 million new longs, 10 million new longs here, 13 million new longs, another 6 million new longs right here, 4 million new longs, 6 million, 7 million new longs. Right, this is a lot of longs opening in this little section here. And yeah, in my opinion, they will be stopped out. I have full confidence in their stop losses being hit, this CME gap getting filled. So what also do we have in terms of confluence there? We also have this really nice now Fibonacci from low to high CC Fibonacci. Of course, we're bouncing, well, we're very, very close to it, we can say, right? Very, very close to it. But I am looking, as I've already mentioned several times here, for a subsequent move to the downside to hit into that CC. And this is what I call at very least. I have a high interest in the long trade here. For me, this is a very interesting long trade, but it is a reactionary based trade. Why? Because we either do one of two things. We get a lovely reaction. I'm calling this between these lows here ultimately to the CC. This is my area of interest, let's call it, for the long trade. Right, I'm not interested in shorting $108,000. Again, my shorts are from $113.6 thousand. Why would I short here at $108,000? No, thank you. I got the best short trade. I don't need to chase a short trade. So I was just saying, I'm not entering a short trade here. I am very interested in the longs, actually. I'm very interested in the longs, but I just think it's a little bit too early yet. Looking for another move to the downside, stop all of these massive amount of longs that are opening now. Let's swap out those longs. Let's make another new low, and then let's trade the reaction and the data off of this. We get one of two things happening. Option number one is we do come down into our target zone. We do get a very nice bullish reaction, and really simply, I'm going to be taking my long. It's as simple as that. Option number two is, of course, there is no bullish reaction. Price continues, much like yesterday, to waterfall to the downside. There is simply then no long trade taken. I stay in my short trades and I wait for lower price targets to be hit, which we have down towards $100,000, right? That for me is the way I'm viewing it. Although I would say this, I'm not really expecting it to come straight waterfall down in one single move. I do think if we are to come down, we will get, that kind of move to the upside. And then from here, we either get, that reversal, or we come up, take out those series of highs, and we end up coming down. So again, some people might come here and say, well, Daniel's saying it's going up, it could go down. Absolutely. I'm saying it could go up or it could go down. That's trading for you, my friends. What you want to be prepared for is not, is it going up, is it going down? Is where is the next best long trade to be taken? Where is the next best short trade to be taken? I will make profits if price goes down. Why? Because I'm in the very best short trade, one that I called, planned, gave you in my previous stream. So there's no excuses. I called it. So if we go down from here, I am making massive profits. If we do rise from here, well, of course, if we just rise from here exactly, then I'm not in a long trade. So I am looking for another move to the downside, where I am, as mentioned, looking for that long trade. Then I will still keep that short trade open until we see the local strength. I could have then the short from the high, long from the lows. Well, if we pump, I close my short, my long makes profits. If we dump, I close my long, my short makes profits. Like, this is the position you want to be in, right? Block every single other bit of noise. This is all you need here at Chart Champions. It is not magic. It is not manipulation. It is not some sort of whale game. It is simply good, patient, technical analysis, trading, and execution of those trades. We're not waiting around, coming into really important levels saying, oh, the level's hit, I might take a long, it might do this, it could go up more, it could go down more, I'm not really sure what to do here, guys. No, I'm coming in here saying, that's my level hit, that's my short trade taken, let's get this move underway. Like I say here, simply the best short trade. There's no hindsight, there's no ifs, buts, maybes. I'm taking the short trade aggressively here. I'm trying to time the exact high. Let's go make our daily bread. And that's exactly what we've made right now. So, if you want that confidence booster, let's say, if you get given the plan, it's not enough. Well, you get confidence boosters in Chart Champions of me, even saying, again, we're not a signals group, but for the education here, I'm saying, when educationally why I'm taking my shorts, let's just say that time the absolute high. So very nice indeed. Now you get a bit of an understanding of why I am looking for lower next. Again, I really emphasize this is because of the order flow, bearish divergences, unfilled CME gap. I truly feel today is the day to get that filled. So I am looking for lower today. So yeah, if it pumps from here, I am totally incorrect on this, but yeah, today for me is the day. We are going to be coming down for lower prices. We are going to hit into this CME gap fill, and from there we either get continued weakness, let's just not take a long and trade down our short, or we get that bullish setup activation, and we can absolutely trade this as the bigger triangle reversal to the upside. So again, I'm happy to see either way. I am happy to see that bullish long setup form, and I will take the long. And if it doesn't, well, I'll continue to trade down this short trade for even more profits. That is what we do at Chart Champions. That is how we trade. Like, there's nothing new here. This is simply what we've been doing each and every single day that we come in. I'm in the markets every single day of the week. There's not a day that goes by that I'm not here in the Discord updating, trading, and, well, let's call it absolutely crushing the market. That anchored VWAP, exact dollar high. I mean, that is what we call precision, and that's what you call Chart Champions. Anyway, you know my plan. You know what I'm looking for next. If you want, these updates of more live updates, where you can get that via chartchampions.com. You also get live trading. We got live trading streams today. Tomorrow I have my altcoin stream. So if you want to get the altcoins, I've got an altcoin stream tomorrow. Now, you just got all the whole educational library. Chart Champions is simply your one-stop shop for everything that you need for trading. You don't need to go and learn this there, that there, research this. It's just all in one place, laid out perfectly. We have unique strategies created by us you will not see anywhere else. Well, now you may maybe see them copied, I guess, but created originally by Chart Champions. So yeah, you just got a lot of things going on here. Anyway, I digress. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope it's prepared you for what's next. And for me, that is downside. But again, I will look to long the next move to the downside. You know exactly what I'm looking for. You know exactly my trades. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed. Thank you ever so much. And chartchampions.com for a lot more. Cheers. Thank you, and it's me signing out. Goodbye.